expensive don't make it better. Yeesh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the most expensive makeup products I have ever bought and whether they're worth that hefty price tag. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below what the most expensive makeup product you ever bought is, and tap that notification bell to be notified of all lovely videos. So let's get into some expensive makeup. Now the first one that came to my mind is something that I recently hauled while I was in Tennessee, and that is the Estee Lauder Bronzed Goddess Heatwave Highlighter. This was limited edition a couple years ago, and they brought it back and everybody went crazy. And when I bought it, I purchased mine at Peebles. I was just like, oh, there it is, I'll take it. And I went up to the counter and the lady was like, hello, your total is $53. I just about had a cow. I was like, $53? I didn't think, I was like 36 maybe, but $53. And it is absolutely beautiful. Very pigmented, very reflective. That's it right there. It is absolutely stunning. I do like it. Do I think it's $53? And I kind of wanted to talk about things that I thought you could get if you wanted this but didn't want to spend as much money. This is the new Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Bronze. Now it is just a titchy bit bronzer than the Heat Wave because that one is much more of a true gold. But it kind of gives you the same effect. And this one is only $28, whereas this is $53. Is it worth it? Do I enjoy it? Yes. Would I purchase it again? Probably not. And if you're in the market for this kind of a highlighter, try out the Stila Heaven's Hue. I do not have a lot of high-end foundations just because most of my favorites are from the drugstore, so I stick there. And I mean, foundation is one of those things that it's super hit or miss, and if you doesn't work, then you're like, well, that was $50 million down the drain. But I did purchase when I was in my Marc Jacobs makeup mood, I did purchase this foundation. This is the Genius Gel Supercharged Foundation, and this is $55. I do love this foundation. It gives me very full coverage that's very matte and flawless looking, very porcelain, but $55. I know there are foundations that are like so much more money, but for me and where I am in my life, I don't need a $55 foundation. And if you want something that is similar to this, try out the L'Oreal Visible Lift and the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous foundations. I am wearing this one on my face today. These foundations are so good. This one I believe is $8.95 and this one is like 12 something I think, or maybe they're reversed. But if you want to try kind of get the same feel as this without spending $55, try one of these. Do I absolutely love this foundation? Do I use it very sparingly? Yes, because it was so expensive. But would I repurchase this? No, I would not, simply because I have so many other foundations from the drugstore that I love. So sorry, Mark, but you're good, but not repurchase. Another thing that immediately popped into Another thing that immediately popped into my mind as expensive is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Now, I bought this because I really wanted to try out the ambient lighting powders, and I really love this. This thing at Sephora is $62. Now, kind of if you break it down, you're like, okay, 20, 40, 60, you're like, all right, that's only, $20 a powder, but they are not full-sized, so take that into consideration. They are fairly small pans, but overall it is a good value. I do love this. It is an amazing product. It makes your face look so radiant and so flawless, and it's just, this is a miracle worker, holy grail product in my opinion. Now, I would repurchase this when I run out of it, or if I don't repurchase this, I would buy one of these shades in the singles, the one that I like the most. But I probably would repurchase this because I like having the different shades all in one. So I absolutely love this. Now, if you want to try out something that is like the ambient lighting powders, but you don't want to spend that $62, try out the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. This puppy here, if I can get it open, this is $6 wherever e.l.f. is sold, Target, some Walmarts, yada, yada, yada. And it kind of has the same tone and the same effect. This is a illuminating palette. It is not what I consider a highlighter palette, whereas you don't get that super extreme pigment, color, shine, Tin Man look. These are a lot more soft and subtle, very much like the ambient lighting powders. They are very smoothly milled. They go on absolutely beautiful. They have this just beautiful creamy sensation. They are a bit more powdery than the Hourglass powders, but I mean $162 and $16. So one's going to be a bit more powdery. But if you want to really try out that look and to see kind of like, you know, how it looks on you, and if you like it before you try the ambient lighting powders, I highly recommend this little guy right here. Most expensive blush. I have a lot of blushes, but I don't have like any, I feel, super expensive blushes because I don't have any Chanel, I don't have any, you know, Givenchy or any Tom Ford or anything like that. I have high end, but not really what you would consider luxury. So the most expensive blush I have is this NARS Dual Intensity, which are $45, which for NARS is pretty standard. This is the Duo in Panic. I absolutely love these shades. I find that they're so unique and so fun. And part of what is so unique about these blushes is actually the formula. Like, they're fairly pigmented, not as pigmented as some other blushes. And then you do them here, and they just have this beautiful, almost wet look to them. I was going through my collection trying to find something that I could be like, oh, if you want to try this one, try that, or if you want to try this one. I could find ones that were similar in color, but this formula, this finish, I couldn't find. So I was like, okay, all right, NARS, that's pretty cool. So I love these blushes. They're so beautiful. I would definitely repurchase specifically this one. I have had others of the dual intensity ones that I didn't like nearly as much, but this one I absolutely love. Now, if you are interested in finding blushes that are kind of the same tone-wise, but without that wet look, I'm really sorry, I couldn't find any in my collection. This is the Makeup Revolution, the matte blush in the shade New Rules. It's kind of like a mixture between the two. Obviously, it is matte, but it is a very beautiful, kind of similar, that shocking orange color. And then I have NYX Cinnamon, which is, once again, matte, but kind of has that same tone going for it. A bit more orange, less red. I would find this one to be much more similar in color. And then the IT Cosmetics CC Radiance Ombre Blush in Coral Flush. This is an absolutely stunning blush, absolutely beautiful, and it's a little more, it runs a little more orange there too, not really. But if you just want to try things out that are kind of the same color, or if you just want to go in and bit, because these are so unique, I highly recommend this one in Panic, not really the others. I mean, go in and see what you like, but for me, I absolutely adore this one, and it was worth the money, and I really enjoy having it in my collection. I feel like we've got a theme here with expensive products, and that is Marc Jacobs. He is a fairly pricey brand, and I don't feel like someone should just go out and buy his stuff. They should really do their research and find it. But the most expensive powder I have is this 100 Finish Line Perfection powder. Oh boy, this thing is $62, and I've used it a couple times, And I feel like no matter how much I run my finger in here, and I understand it's a finishing powder, no matter how much I run my finger in here, I don't really get any kind of product. I mean, it makes your skin feel super smooth and super amazing. But if I'm going to have a powder to like finish my makeup, I want it to be a bit more, I don't know if noticeable is the right word. I really just don't know how to use this, how to make it work. I haven't enjoyed it. I would just get a normal whatever powder instead of this thing. I would definitely pass on this. Really like, not worth the huge price tag it has going on it. This is a definite Now, if you're looking for a finishing powder kind of in the same spectrum, here is one from Essence for $3.99 at friggin' Ulta. Kind of the same white whatever going on here. And this one I have used and really, really love. Like, it picks up, it has that same blurring, smoothing, whatever that the Marc Jacobs has. And it's friggin' $3.99 and it works the same. Or if you're going for something a little more higher end, we have the Urban Decay De-Slick Mattifying Powder. This is absolutely amazing. Love it. Same thing going on here. This is $26 at Ulta. And it does the same thing as well. I mean, if you're going to get a powder, I mean, this one works the same as both of them. So just go out and get the $3.99 one instead of spending even this. But I wanted to give some options. So that one, not worth the money. Definitely just makes me angry. Now, lipstick. Now, I admit the most expensive lipstick that I ever bought, I do feel kind of guilty for, just because it's like, do you really need a lipstick that's expensive? I mean, I'm used to paying, you know, $20, $22 for, I mean, the Urban Decay Vice lipsticks are $17, and, you know, Too Faced and all that. And this one is from Lipstick Queen, and it was, well, with tax, $54. Now, I admit I was suckered in by the packaging. It's this cute metal. It's got magnetic here. This is their Silver Screen collection in the shade Let Them Eat Cake. I am a Marie Antoinette junkie. I absolutely love her. I occasionally, when I do my makeup, I am very inspired by her. I love the whole idea and theme and everything around her. And so I saw the Let Them Eat Cake and I was like, ooh, shout out to my girl. And then the shade is this absolutely super fun, like pink with shimmer and glitter all up in there. I mean, it just, oh, I had to have this. And for $50 freaking dollars, no. I could get this same color in something else. I was totally suckered in by the name, by the packaging. I mean, yes, the color just added even more because I feel Marie Antoinette with pink and everything, and but this just, ain't nobody need a $50 lipstick. I mean, did it change my life? No. Do I enjoy using it? Yes, but If you want a really pretty pink lipstick, I would highly recommend the Too Faced Unicorn Tears lipstick. It looks blue in the tube. You swatch it here, and it looks blue on my hand too, but it transforms into this really pretty shimmering pink. So I would highly recommend this. It's $22, not $50. And honestly, go into any brand and you'll be able to find a nice, pretty shimmering pink. This is not super freaking crazy unique. So do I enjoy having it? Does it make me happy but guilty when I see it? Yes. Would not. No, $50 for lipstick. I get an eyeshadow palette for that. An eyeshadow palette. Speaking of eyeshadow palettes, the most expensive one I've ever bought is from our lovely Marc Jacobs as well. This was his holiday style icon number 20 from Holiday. I hate his packaging so much. It's so hard to open. From 2015. This palette is $100. Was $100. He did one this year too. Last year that was also limited edition for $100 as well. I'm just like, What was I thinking? Why did I believe it was okay to be like, yeah, I'm gonna spend $100? I could have bought 2 eyeshadow palettes for the price of that. But no, I had to have the limited edition Marc Jacobs fancy schmancy clamshell whatever. And the shadows in here are really nice. I mean, here's that really pretty orange shade. They're nice, they're pigmented, they're really beautiful, they work well. I do love his formula, nothing wrong there. But, I mean, there's nothing super unique about this palette that would make me think, yes, it was totally 100% worth that $100. It just kind of sits in my drawer. I use it occasionally, but for $100, duh. I mean, and I don't have any true comparisons to this. Basically, my advice to you is if you want this, or especially since it's limited edition, don't make it. Or any of these ones that he comes out with, just don't do it. Don't get it. No. No, 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 no. Do not get it for $100. Go buy any other eyeshadow palette that's not $100 and you will be so much happier. It'll be so much better, and just ignore this. No, no. We ain't about that life. We ain't doing it. Ugh. So that was my most expensive products I ever bought. Kind of painful and regretful and full of, I could have got something better. But let me know if you would like to see the least expensive makeup products I have purchased down in the comments down below. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And as always, keep it real. Mwah.